Hi there, boys and girls. Here's another Bible story adventure.
Oh, boy.
Yes, sir.
Well?
You know what our story is now?
Yes?
What?
Casper, the friendly ghost.
No.
Yes?
No.
Oh, yes.
That'll be enough.
Make room for me in your circle.
That's impossible, Daniel.
Casper.
Listen, here's one about a beautiful queen named Esther. Now, the people in this story lived more than 2,000 years ago, and there was a very wicked man named
Casper.
Sure, you guessed it. He was brave and rich and famous. And you know what he did?
How could I do that?
He stopped at the door and waited for the prophet to come and meet him. Closer and closer. And you know what he did? Sure, you guessed it. I wonder who that is. But Elisha didn't come. He sent a servant instead. The servant told Naaman to wash himself 3 times a day. And he did. But he wasn't happy. So it wasn't long before he was given a very special honor. And that made the king very angry, and he made a startling announcement.
I'm a motorcycle policeman.
And he took him to the palace to live. And they liked each other so much they promised to be friends as long as they lived. But when he got to the palace and started to play, he became very angry and cried out,
I am big and powerful.
But something very strange was happening in the palace. All that night he kept thinking about Daniel. And before he could get to his feet, he heard of a young shepherd boy, and every morning and evening for many days he came out and shouted, "Wee! Wee! Wee!" Why, this is most remarkable. I've never seen anything like it. But he didn't know what the king was planning. Why, I thought he would do something great and wonderful. No, he didn't know what the king was planning. Flee for your life. Why? Because you're my friend. Why, I wouldn't do that for anyone in the world. And why not? Well, I'll do it. I'm the king's favorite horse. The king quickly agreed to come. Now he could carry out his wicked plans.
But how?
Listen carefully.
I remember once when I was tending my sheep.
A girl, a boy, animal toy.
Lots of little children.
I'll try them while I fly.
And when the king heard it, he cried out, "Stop!" But they couldn't. You know why? Leprosy. A terrible disease. And it made Mrs. Naaman sad, too.
Don't worry, we can fix that right now.
How could I do that?
My blades go round and round.
Oh, boy.
I go down and I go up.
Oh.
Mighty dangerous.
I can see why you enjoy your work.
David took his own big sword and cut off his head. And it made Mrs. Naaman sad, too.
Oh, dear.
Well, what's the matter with them?
I shall always be sad.
Yes, that is good.
You're right.